Hello, my name is Brian Marin, and I welcome you to In the Skin of the Other. Today, we will talk with Jane Austen, written of the famous book Pride and Prejudice. Welcome, Jane Austen. Tell us how you feel about being here today.
Hello, Brian. Thank you. I'm very happy to be here today and to be able to share my story with all of you.
Very good. First, tell us where you were born.
I was born on December 16 in Steventon, England.
Who was your life in Steventon?
I have two brothers named Henry and Cassandra, and my parents, Cassandra and George Austen, asked us to do different housework, but they also taught us to read and write. Our life was never luxurious. The income was not enough to satisfy the needs that the family demanded.
How did you become a writer?
I started writing as a hobby. My writing was only to entertain my family, but in 1785, my father took me and my sister out of the school because he said that we were not learning enough.
And your academic training continued?
Yes, my academic training continued in the Steventon Rectory, and that's when I started spending time in my father's library house for hours.
Did you ever try to publish your books?
Yes, in 1797, my father showed an editor the manuscript of the first pages of Pride and Prejudice, but it was rejected.
Did your family support you to become a writer?
Yes, my family supported me, but it was difficult to write because we were constantly traveling.
Among all the trips, at what point did you write so many novels?
One day my parents decided to go to Bath on vacation, and my family liked it so much that they decided that we would stay and lie there, and that made me angry, and I decided to look myself up for 6 years, and I avoided all social contact and dedicated myself to reading.
How did you and your family get back to Sevington?
In 1805, my father died, and my family went through an economic crisis, and we decided to return to our hometown.
How did you finally publish your works?
Back in Steventon, I continued writing, and my brother Henry contacted the publisher of Lottery to publish one of my novels. The publisher accepted, and in November in 1811, Sensibility and Feelings was published, and it was a success.
I understand that you did not publish your works under your name. Under what name did you publish your books?
Sense and Feelings was published under the pseudonym of a lady, and Pride and Prejudice was published under the pseudonym of writer of God and Sense and Feelings.
When did you decide to tell the world that you were the writer of those wonderful books?
I was not the one who did it. It was my brother Henry, who was very proud of me and could not keep the secret.
You get many points of view in your books. How do you do it?
I do it using the free indirect style, and thus I break with the monotony of the text.
I thank you very much for this brief interview, and I remind the public that Jane Austen's novels are not dramas. They are comedies laden with cynicism to protect the society in her time and the custom of the English aristocracy. I recommended that you read any book but this reader because it will surely leave you with your mouth open. That's all for today. See you tomorrow and another chapter of in the skin of the other. What do you think?